Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you all back to another episode of Disco Elysium. Last we left off, I'm almost dropping my mic box again, Jesus, I really gotta get a stand for this thing. The way I have this my mic box, the soundproof box for the mic, it's balancing super precariously that even the slightest boo could easily make it fall. And yet the fact that I am using my mouse that is kind of jiggling the box every now and again, and I'm talking into the mic, yeah, there's a lot of air going against it. It's just like it's always wanting to fall, and it's actually almost falling right now. I have a hand propping it while my other hand is moving Harry and Kim to where I want to go. Isn't that wonderful, folks? But anyway, last we left off, we had another wonderful little chat with Evrart Claire. I think we are slowly gaining his trust, although I don't know how I feel about working with him. And yet at the same time, I don't think I have much choice in the matter, so there's that. Is there really no way that I can get downstairs from here? I feel like there would have been, but hey, sir.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Thank you, my dear, roundabout, not-so-obvious racist person. Why are you not with the Hardie Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardie Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degraded.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
An effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Okay, I have to admit, even for you, that sounds kinda strange. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
Female vagrant and narcotics peddler? What exactly do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
The lieutenant takes a quick note. That's good to know. Can I please... I really wish I can just... Can I go around here? Please let me around! Whatever. Actually, can I do something about him, out of my curiosity? Shut up, please, my friend.
Don't be vulgar. White or not,
yes,
Mr. Clip
yes.
also.
Yes. That's not what I wanted, but whatever. I said I'm not a communist. Oh my god, I forgot this guy talked a lot.
You have heard enough about...
Okay, you know what, never mind. I guess now that I'm officially in this area, this is now off limits, which... whatever, but okay, I thought I could give it a try. Let's go ahead and now talk to the wonderful Hardie Boys. The folks that seem to be in on it with a feminine narcotics dealer. And according to this wonderful man, a sexually inclined. I mean, I don't know. I'll be. Then again, I can't put it. Well, no, I can't imagine the Hardie Boys, like he described. I can't imagine the Hardie Boys lining up to take turns. I cannot. Despite. No, I couldn't. Honestly, simply because I mean they all teamed up to kill that man out there. So. Really, I can't, but whatever. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers.
Oh!
A ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
It's not time yet? What the hell does that mean? is not time yet. Can I sequence break? Oh, can I sequence break? Ooh. So this game, oh, okay, that's cool. So, provided that the situation is right, you can kind of sequence break. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I don't know if it would be called quote-unquote sequence breaking simply because you can do the check, but 4 minus 12. Okay, yeah. So, if it's minus 12, what do I need? What would I need then? Because I have a minus 12. Do I need a 12? I don't know what number I need, because that minus 12 is throwing me off. That's a big, you know.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Wait, you can go in and out through that window? Oh. You can go in and out through that window. How interesting. Can I raise my perception in any way, shape, or form? Filthy boho, probably on narcomania. Yeah, let's get rid of these glasses, please, for love of God. Visual calculus, -1 drama. Well, what did I need again? Observation or sight or something? Which I don't think any of these can give, which is perfectly fine, so shrug. No, that's drama. That's physical instrument. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Get me out of here. So, Hardie Boys, I got some things I want to talk to you about. Why do I have...
It's you again. What is it?
Why do I always have to move... Oh, okay, well, that's fair, because Titus Hardie actively himself moved to this spot, so... So, me and Evrart talked. He promised that you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Alright, guys, very mature. I'm pretty sure Evrart has sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardie, and these are my boys, Hardie Boys. How may we assist you?
But having Evrart back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Okay, that was odd. It's like, it just went to, but having Evrart, it's like, it would take an army to bend Titus to his will, but having Evrart back you up like that did seem to have some effect. So, now I have some authority. I don't... 28. Okay, so, I naturally have a 2. 3, 5, 6, 5, 7. I need a 16. 16 minus 7 is a 9. 9, 10, 11... I have a 1/4 chance to make this roll. And I have enough levels to, you know, try authority again if I so wish to. Let's try it. YOLO, I need a 9.
Establish
Damn it.
authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Oh my god. Kim, I need your gun. No! Wait, really? That's all I got?
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results. You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
Thank you, conceptualization and authority. You two are insane. I'd rather go with these crazy options. Alright, so Titus, first you tell me someone's been, you know, sexually assaulted, and then you don't say who? You know that's a bunch of bull, right?
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, alright? We took care of it. The law handled it, alright?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
Well, I will admit, I suppose both of us are the law around here. Oh, for the love of...
No, asshole. You're nobody. I'm the law.
Stop yelling about the goddamn law in my establishment. We get it. You're all the law.
Damn.
Let's just all cool off. We had some questions, that's all.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I had a very low chance, but a 5 when I needed a 9. That's a low end of the roll. Damn it. Alright, bye. We'll try this again later. Thank you for making me take some pills. God damn it. Gart, do you have anything to say about anything? Gart?
Can I help
Okay, no,
Yes.
bye. Can I do anything about this door? I am honestly curious. Do I have anything for this door?
You see a heavy steel. The door does.
I don't. Okay, that's fine. Well, apparently we're not ready for Titus Hardie and his men yet, which is highly unfortunate. Cough, cough, hiss, hiss. Though I can actively go talk to Joyce. Oh my god, it's almost 5 o'clock in-game. That's insane. Wait a minute, I see things.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved?
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Okay. What exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, isn't that book lady's husband, the missing husband?
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though?
That is such a large leap in logic. I'm only going to be making a fool of myself, Authority.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
Okay, I mean, if that's where you want to go.
There's no need for champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found right now.
Sure, can I talk to this man? Are you sure? I mean, they're literally steps away from each other, but... Okay. She's still searching for the book, her eyes wandering over the colorful grid of softcovers. Protect and serve, madam. I found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
She crosses her arms. You know, I just realized, for some odd reason, she kind of sounds like a British Marge Simpson. That raspy tone and kind of like that... Marge Simpson's voice is hard to describe, and it gets more gravelly as the voice actress has gotten older. It's much different than it was 20 years ago, yes, but it's still that kind of like deep graveliness. So it just kind of sounds like a British Marge Simpson to me. But you said you didn't know where he was, so kind of missing.
And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was.
Okay, well, I found it nonetheless. That's good.
Very well then. Where is he?
She's getting impatient, her hands now picking on a random book cover. Right over there.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
I found a working class drunk, and I took a stab at thinking he might be your husband.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
Remember, about that what, never ever say what.
Something bad, I guess. Sorry. I tend to say stupid things sometimes. I didn't mean to annoy, miss.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Ha, blam, knew it.
But you told me that your husband was alright. Forgive me for saying this, but I don't consider alcoholism to be alright.
I did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic.
As I just mentioned, yes. So is he also missing?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends.
She looks away.
I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
She has completely forgotten about her books, staring blankly into the distance instead. Kim, professional opinion here. Is it possible we have a missing persons case here, considering that this woman doesn't know where her husband is?
I wouldn't be so sure.
He replies, before turning to face the working-class woman.
Ma'am, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
Oh, no, not at all. Truly, the RCM is always ready to chase down every goofball in town. It may not seem like it at times, but we do care about you.
She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
Well, for starters, what does your husband look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
She eyes you from head to toe. Oh. So, a late-stage alcoholic then, possibly?
That's one way to put it, yes. No offense. I'd also add he's a little bit chubby.
Okay, that's good. Anything else?
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself.
She sighs, her voice slightly quivering when she adds,
It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You can completely sympathize.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
She looks back at you, shaking her head. He took it out of the bin. Huh. That's, admittedly, kinda dirty.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
And when exactly did you see him last?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
Dang. She pretends that everything's fine, but deep down she is exasperated at her husband's obvious lack of control with alcohol, and now he's been missing for 36 hours. She's tired, and yet also worried. That is a very interesting mix, to be both tired and worried at the same time. I have felt that way before, and not because someone was addicted, but simply because family had a health crisis and it was going on for a couple months. I kind of understand what it feels to be tired, exasperated, and worried at the same time, concerned. I do get that feeling. So I can empathize with her. I can understand in part how she's feeling.
So you are going to look for him?
Yes, I will bring him back home to you.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
He gives her a slip of paper.
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
The woman takes the slip of paper. It's a phone number. I think she's just trying to convince herself that even though he's been gone, it'll be fine. But she can't help but to worry. This is a bookstore, but would that count as a library? Cough, cough? I actually don't know. I'm actually being serious.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome.
Never mind, bye. Girl, did you happen to see anything?
Hi, Ace Detective.
Okay, never mind, bye. Okay, sorry to bother you all. So we got another side quest case. I don't even know where to start with that one. I would say start at the library, but this was just a bookstore. I don't even know where the library is, so... I might be just slightly confuzzled and lost as to that one. However, we can still talk to Joyce. I'm just trying to kill time, honestly. I don't know what to do. And yep, she is wide awake still. Hi, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her raincoat. And neither do I.
Very rugged. Good choice. Now, I suspect you had questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day. Am I right?
True. I've talked to Evrart Claire earlier today.
You have. And how did you like Mr. Claire?
To be fair, it's not important if I liked him or not. I was just simply doing my job as part of the RCM.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Of course. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Well, he did ask me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I'm afraid, like, a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door.
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
Well, it had to be done. I got information, and it happened to be useful to the case.
That's good to hear, Detective. Police work is rarely pretty, but it sounds like you did what you had to do.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
He turns to you.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
That's why I chose what I chose, saying it had to be done. I chose that specifically. I really have to think about what I had to say. Say as little as... The idea here is to say as little as possible while still trying to draw something. I think... Yeah, it could have consequences beyond our line of sight, and that's true. But... Oh god, I want to say this seems innocuous, but watch later on down the line, it's like, why did you tell her that? No! It's like, But I can't possibly play logic chess and say, oh, this is gonna lead to this, it's gonna lead to that. But, basically, but, just observationally speaking, that's gonna sound bad. That's... I could say that, but that would put her on the defensive. I think this is best. I told him about the mercenary tribunal. Doesn't seem too worried.
Brinkmanship or saber rattling? Was he surrounded by union men he wanted to impress?
No. It was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
Well... No. No, we were alone. And he seems very sure of his ability to keep things in control. I almost wanted to say... I almost wanted to say this, he wasn't trying to impress anyone, but no, that's a lie. He's trying to impress me. So, no, not that. We were alone, and he seems very sure of his ability to keep things in control.
Or he wants you and me to believe he's calm and in control. He's a politician.
Of course. Politics is showmanship. He is constantly performing for us. And lying, too. I am sorry I don't catch more of his falsehoods. There are just so many.
There's always that risk, man. But if I may offer my opinion, he means it.
Kim's right. From what I gathered, I think he meant it too.
I'll think it over, Detective. Thank you for relaying this information to me.
Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself by now.
And that's all I've got to say. I am not going to say anything else, because everything else feels like a lead-in question to future problems. And as much as I am curious, we're stepping back.
What you've said is quite enough. You've given me a lot to consider, and may have helped me prevent this conflict from escalating.
Well, of course. He also asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To some nameless settlement down the coast, nearby. Actually, no, we're changing the subject.
Of course, Detective. Until then, is there anything
No, bye. I want to check something first. I forgot that I can read this damn letter. Oh, this better not come back to bite me in the butt.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Let's take a look at the plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center.
Yeah, that's quite large. That sounds like... That's pretty much using zoning laws to push the tenants away without actively infringing on their right to live in the place. Like, you know, going into rental laws and all that. That's devious. Because legally, you haven't done anything to the rental unit itself. But you can make other people, you know, leave. Kim, what do you think of this agreement?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way.
I mean, yeah, but it's stupid close to the other buildings. I can see where the idea is coming from, that things might be a bit questionable, but I don't know. I kind of want to see if there is a loophole. I feel like there would be, but you never know. +1 logic, please. And that's it. Okay, let me give it a good old college try.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay, I need a 5 or higher. A 12 to 40 month construction period? Damn, that is such a wide... So, it's chased... So, effectively, you're gonna be, like, infringing onto their space... as much as legally possible, and then make all this noise for so long that these tenants might want to say, you know what, screw this, I'm leaving. That seems a bit... devious.
There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Exactly my point there, that's... No, like, Joyce was right. Evrart Claire is like a politician. He speaks, he plans, he lies. This is legally speaking a very wonderful plan. You want to get rid of some people from a neighboring tenant house that's in your way of building something? Well, build something right up to their wall. Just inconvenience them legally for the next God knows how long. And if you're lucky, they'll all say, screw this, I'm leaving, I can't get peace and quiet. Wait, what exactly are the ramifications of all this?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Exactly, Logic. You and I are on the same page here. This is a legally amazing scheme that Evrart Claire has created. And no one can do anything about it once those documents are signed. Huh. Kim, these people are going to have to move away. I mean, just think about all the noise and inconvenience and loss of their street. Isn't there something that we can do about this?
I should have seen it.
The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Evrart probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Evrart won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
Thank you, Kim, for actually agreeing with me on this. And you really missed that? You really missed that? I mean, even before I chose to do the logic check, it's like I'm already convinced. It's like, that's quite devious. Like, I'm on Logic's side. I was one step ahead of the game here on what Evrart Claire was thinking. It's devious. Huh. A handwritten note in the fruit. Oh, I was like, that's the white envelope? Okay, now I can talk to her once I see what... No, talk to her first.
You're back. Good. What can I help you
this.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To some nameless settlement down the coast. Nearby, I think.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
She looks over the bay.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
So you've been to Martinez before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Oh, it's perfectly fine, miss. It sounds like you miss those old days.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
She tosses her head. I can only imagine. But, yes, this envelope, Evrart Claire wants to build a youth center there, for the children of Martinez.
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
Her eyes run across the water remorsefully.
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
So, aren't you sad that you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
Not exactly.
Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now, what else can I do for you?
Well, since you did mention it just now earlier, you like this boat, don't you? Being on it all day, all night?
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay. But what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
And how do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Oh, Kim, come off it. Come on. Sometimes it's nice to learn a little bit more about other people. Do you happen to have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Sorry for if I seem a bit nosy, but I just noticed not a lot of people around here on boats.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, and did you say an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
I'm sorry, but I thought Le Caillou was all, like, just one big island.
Okay, if you want to get technical, the point is we're all on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike.
Okay, that's fair, that's fair. But still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
They're both getting defensive about their modes of transportation. Wow.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Why? I mean, she puts up a pretty good, argument.
Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down.
Dude, it'll come off like I'm being envious, and I am not.
You're not? Okay then. Just keep on admiring the boat then, unburdened by envy.
Ugh, whatever, rhetoric. I think I have a handle on the boat thing now. Thank you.
Good.
She takes she takes a sip of her thermal cup. She's like, good. It's like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm being very defensive. Thank you. And what is this?
Wow. So someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
What? Kim? Am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown, he doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
Come on. I mean... Ugh. What is this? You're just picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's honestly the least of my concerns here.
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal.
Or maybe I'm just simply trying to do my job. You know, trying to put aside any extravagances.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait. This'll be my capo type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
You know what? Why not? I mean, considering everything else that you've thrown as an offer my way and then kind of explained it weirdly, this is actually not too bad. I mean, why not? Send out the telefax then. I'm not ashamed to be a regular cop.
Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
Of course it wouldn't, my dear drama friend. Drama llama. So I have the thought now. I have a lot of thoughts and I don't know what to do with them. Regular art official. Okay, so it looks like you got a bit of the normal in you. A touch of the regular, 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all the cops. You said some pretty boring things back there, and now you have 2 choices. Either leave it behind and forget about it, or utilize your normalcy. Internalize it. Get a touch of vanilla back into the herring-flavored egg and licorice ice cream of your mind. I mean, I'll think about it, but... Shrug? My god, my morale and health are tanking so hard. Okay. Well, that was a very interesting episode here. We talked to a lot of people. Tried to cooperate with the Hardie Boys, and that didn't work out well. We carefully spoke with Joyce, and were very picky and choosy with the information, and learned that this piece of paper is unfortunately a legal means to push the citizens of the dilapidated fishing village down there out of their homes. This is something that's just going to be down the wayside in probably the next 20 episodes, and I'll probably forget about it. It's, Well, yeah, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and take a little break and rest my voice. Until then, I will see you all on the next episode. Later, everyone.